Welcome to Native Report. I'm Stacey Thunder. The concept of recycling is a simple one: to treat or process used or waste materials and make them suitable for reuse. But there is much more to that, as we shall see at the organic recycling facility owned and operated by the Shakopee Mdewakanton Sioux Community. Owned and operated by the Shakopee Mdewakanton Sioux Community, the Organics Recycling Facility opened to the public in 2011.
We have a 25-acre fence facility on approximately 47 acres of trust property. And we're turning this into a soil amendment facility for compost, available for retail sale. In keeping with Dakota tradition and Indian values, to take care of Mother Earth, recycling and the way you treat Mother Earth, that's all part of it. To give a chance to put some of our waste together and contain our waste, and then turn it around and use it in a positive manner. In old tribal tradition, none of the no material was wasted in sacrificing for trees or in a buffalo hunt. Every part of the animal was used. You try to maintain that type of thinking when you do something like this. There's a huge capital output, but there's also got to be some return as well, and part of that has to do with making this as efficient as possible.
Local city governments and school districts may use the facility at no cost, while area vendors and commercial haulers pay a fee. Except for the 5 major holidays, it is open 5 days a week throughout the year.
The Prior Lake and Savage schools have added recycling efforts in a partnership with a lot of the local governments and community. We accept a lot of the waste products, a lot of the recycling for free. And in coinciding with our philosophy of reaching out to the local governments and helping to provide a service that can add to and enhance perhaps the area. A lot of our customers include residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural throughout the community.
Composting is breaking down organic matter, complex organic matter, into a simpler form so it can be used as a soil amendment.
What exactly is going on here?
Out here, well, we've got all the raw products for the compost are lined up out here. The yard waste and the hay bales are carbon. Basically, they're the same as wood fiber, it's cellulose. Then we've got organic material, there's grass, food waste, some other kinds of green organic material. You mix those up and they break down in the presence of oxygen to make compost. So you have to mix a nice recipe. And that's what they're doing. They're hauling it all down, running it through that grinder, and then they'll mix it into these windrows that you see right behind us here. They start on that end with the raw windrows, and as they get finished, we move them with a lateral conveyor in this direction. When they get down here, they're finished, and then we screen them. The coarse stuff goes back in the system. The fine stuff goes out for sale. The raw material, once we try to get it from these stockpiles into the windrows within a couple of weeks after receiving it, because it will start to compost in that pile. And then once it's in the windrow, it's about a 12-week process until it's finished. And when it's finished, it has very low mineral content, very high organics. It's a very organic, rich material, great for gardens. We get cucumbers that weren't quite good enough to get any pickles with, they come here. We get some waste through a vendor from Walmart and from Chipotle. And that's all source-separated food organics. It gets mixed with this brown stuff and turned into compost. Keeps it out of the landfill, reduces greenhouse gases, saves money for the vendor and makes money for the tribe. So it's kind of a win-win all the way around.
The organic material is used in Wozupi, SMSC's own community garden. But there are other uses for it as well. This is all part of the overall philosophy reflecting cultural values.
We've developed an organic farm, and the Dakota word for that would be Wozupi. and that farm produces an organic food, in order to maintain that, it needs to use the compost that's made from a general raw organic material. We have an extensive landscaping program around our community, and we are able to not only use our waste materials and bring them down here, but we're also able to use it in a lot of those projects. Right now we're also using approximately 144 solar panels, and that provides, generates electricity not only for here, but we're able to provide more electricity onto the grid. The future possible developments are bagging and branding our own product for retail sale for compost. We also have this facility in conjunction with a wood drying process that we're making available to Coda Energy in partnership with Raw Malting here in Shakopee, that produces a green energy, that wood processing, drying and mulching the wood for fuel to generate a turbine that will produce a green energy. So it all fits in with, tradition, value, Mother Earth,